What's going on, y'all? It's DekuthArtist here again to bring you guys another video. But this time, for my usual ordeal review videos, we're going to be talking about gaming today. And most definitely, we're going to be talking about the most anticipated games that I'm most anticipated for 2025. Now, if you guys haven't seen the list or haven't seen a couple of the games that's going to be on the list I'm going to show you guys, this year is going to be jam-packed with a lot of games that's going to be keeping us occupied for the next couple of months. Some of these games I don't even know if I'm going to go like fully finish them, but definitely a lot of them I'm going to be putting my time into them. But yeah, hopefully these games will be something that you guys will be interested in from, you know, what I will show you guys. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight into it. Now, for the first game I wanted to talk about is Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, I've always been a fan, or kind of like a far away fan, when it comes to the Monster Hunter series, and especially how the concept of just you going and hunting, you know, big random like monsters and stuff, and being able to climb them, do sick ass moves, and have a whole lot of different weapons that you can choose of when it comes to going through the hunt, has that honestly been an interesting concept that I've always wanted to get into. I did at first get into Monster Hunter Worlds a couple years ago, when around the time when it first came out and stuff, but I never stuck to it, mainly because it was on my friend's console. But this game, Monster Hunter Wilds, I played the beta and I honestly fell in love with it just by playing the beta alone. The weapon I'm going to be going into it, at least in my opinion, is going to be the insect glaive weapon. I forget what it's called, but that weapon, being able, for one, I'm already a fan of the glaives, and the fact that I'm able to just zoom around and, you know, boost around and this, that, and the third is honestly a joy and whatnot. But that game is actually coming out really soon, this Friday. By the time of the release of this video, the game might honestly be out already, but it's coming out on February 28th, which is going to be on the Friday. So definitely look out for that game, you guys. If you guys are hopping into that game as well too, definitely send me a friend request and let's do some hunting together. So yeah, tune in for that this Friday. Now, Split Fiction has been an interesting game that I've seen. It is made by the same creators of It Takes Two, and I played that game with my girlfriend, and that game, it was such a fun, amazing game. The amount of like concepts, like different gaming concepts and like gameplay that they thrown into that game is making me super excited of what they're gonna do with Split Fraction, and just having it as like you're basically two female protagonists going on this kind of adventure, both you guys being writers. But it seems like from what I've seen from like the trailers that them and their writings is basically going to be coming to life, and we're gonna be exploring a lot of the stories that both of them most likely have created or are thinking up. So just by seeing the gameplay, it definitely seems like a game that I'm definitely up for, and definitely seems like a game I'm going to be playing with my girlfriend as well too. If not, it will be definitely with my brother. So I'm definitely excited for Split Fiction. Definitely looks like a game up my alley, and that game is coming out, I believe, March 6th. So definitely look out for that game. Now, another game which I know has been getting a lot of flack and controversy around it, but I'm still interested in Assassin's Creed Shadow. I don't know about y'all, but it has been a while for me that I've gotten into an Assassin's Creed game since the first 2 to 3 installments and stuff. And with the second game being one of the best by, you know, all gamers, you know, standpoint and all that stuff, just finally having a game set in the Japan world where Ghost of Tsushima kind of just took the leap of just having that like assassin aspect within, you know, the Japanese culture and world and stuff. I'm definitely excited for what Ubisoft is going to be going with their take with this, just having the aspect of you being, you know, Yosuke, and being able to be I'm always forgetting her name as well too, but the female protagonist as well too, and being able to switch between them during missions is definitely something that I've always been interested in within a lot of like gameplay aspects. So regardless on what people talk about in regards to how they're handling the culture, how they're handling certain gameplay mechanics, I just want to be able to play the game to its full entirety and what they present to us. So that game's coming out on March 20th. So if you guys are still interested in Assassin's Creed Shadows, yo, definitely pick up that game. And yeah, if I do pick up that game, it'll definitely be a game I will either do a walkthrough or a playthrough or a review for. So definitely check that out. Now, even though I'm not too much of a big fighting game fan, I am still excited for this Bleach Rebirth of Souls games. Just by me seeing the gameplay of it, even though I'm still a little bit kind of like iffy about if I'm gonna enjoy the gameplay that much, but with it being Bleach, I have to buy it. I have to play it in some shape or form, either game share with a friend or so, but I have to play a Bleach game. Finally, they're giving Bleach some love, especially since with the anime with the 1,000-year whatever the title is, them basically animating the last remaining arc. It is just dope that Bleach is getting all this, you know, love and clout that it's rightfully deserves. And seeing this gameplay and seeing some of like the characters that they are continuously announcing definitely is looking like a game that I'm going to be jiving with a couple of my buddies and stuff. So that game's going to be coming out in March 21st. So likewise, check out for that when that comes out. Now, another game that's coming out at the beginning of April, on April 8th, is South of Midnight. Just by seeing the interesting concept and take that they're going about when it comes to even just like the storytelling and the gameplay and stuff is definitely something that I'm just super interested in. And the team definitely seems like they are diving a lot deep into like the southern culture, and having that folklore kind of like seep into the game itself is definitely something that is going right for the game. And it also too has like this kind of like stop motion kind of like effect when it comes to the game and the gameplay and stuff, and it just seems like a nice little chill back game where it seems like it's more story driven, but the gameplay is still going to be something that's going to be fun to, you know, go through the world. So I'm excited for South of Midnight. So if you guys are excited for that and to have another black protagonist in, you know, another game, yo, definitely check it out. Coming out April 8th. So Expedition 33, this game has intrigued me ever since this game has been released or has been revealed. It's basically a reactive turn-based RPG that's developed in Unreal Engine 5. So that's where we're seeing such amazing graphics and art style from this. It also said it's inspired by the lavish art and culture of the France Belle Epoque. Don't quote me on that if I'm correct on that, but just seeing the art style, seeing the turn-based RPG like aspect of this game, and if it is kind of like how they're showing in the trailer, it's definitely something I put on my wish list. So this game is coming out on April 24th. So if you guys are an RPG fan and you guys want to see something new, fresh, and a little bit different, especially with what the story is with the whole 33, like I said, I'm definitely going to make a separate video on that. So, yo, I can't wait for April. April 24th is definitely going to be a hype-ass day for me. So definitely check out that game when that game comes out. So now leading into May, which is going to be May 13th, we have Doom Dark Ages. Now, I haven't played the other Doom games, let alone majority of the Doom games and stuff, but I've always heard good things when it came about this. Now, will I have the time to even play the first game to even be able to catch up to this game? Probably not, especially since Expedition 33 is coming out right before, you know, May, so, or near the end of April. So who knows if I'll finish that game before then, but seeing the gameplay, seeing the different aspects of Doom, I've always been wanting to dive more deeper into the Doom series. So seeing how this is like a new Doom game is now coming out, especially this year, is definitely gonna make me at least interested in making a whole series of just playing the first game leading into this game. So yeah, that game is coming out May 13th. So if you guys are a Doom fan, definitely pick that out at near the mid half of May. Now we're leading into a game that I have been wanting to get back into in the longest time, but can never find the original versions of these. But with them remastering, or yeah, in a way remastering Onimusha 2, especially with them releasing the new Onimusha as well too. Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited for when this game comes out, because like I said, I've been a fan since I was a kid, but I never really was able to fully play through or get to the end of the game. Because for me, this game was a little bit more challenging when I was younger, but definitely a game that I've always wanted to, really get into. Same with the whole Ninja Gaiden series, like just we're in the year of hack and slash games, and I'm so glad that hack and slash games are finally coming back in full force. So if you guys are a fan of Onimusha and you guys are a fan of the second game, definitely pick this one out. This one's coming out, I believe, May 23rd. So definitely check that out when that comes out. And yes, here we go. We got Lost Soul Aside. This is probably going to be majority of people's most anticipated game for the year. I'm just more impressed in the fact of this game fully being like from the ground up created by one guy, one man, and to me that's already impressive enough for me to willingly want to buy your game. But even so, checking out the gameplay, it's another cool hack and slash game, but this game I believe is done in Unreal Engine 5, but just seeing the gameplay, the artwork, the art style, it's just giving me some Stellar Blade vibes, and that's exactly what I needed. I loved Stellar Blade. If it wasn't for Metaphor, Stellar Blade would have been my game of the year for 2024, but this game is just giving me those vibes, especially when it comes to the gameplay. So yeah, I'm excited for this game just like a lot of people. So May is going to be filled with a lot of good games, and that's coming out in May 30th. So definitely check that out on May 30th. If you guys are not picking up, Doom, you got another game to look out for in the May time. So definitely check that out. Ooh, and this is a game even though I have not been an Elden Ring fan, just seeing some of the gameplay from Elden Ring Night Rain had literally turned me into an Elden Ring, like just made me super interested in the game. Now, this game, in a funny way, is coming out the same day as Lost Souls Aside, so I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue, because with that being a single player game and this being a multiplayer game, I don't think I have at least 2 games to play on that same day. So but just seeing, like, even though of course, being not really that big of a content creator, I didn't really get the opportunity to hop into the early, play testing for the game, but just seeing some of the gameplay on Twitch from some of these content creators just made me super interested in wanting to play this game. So definitely look out for some gameplay for this on the channel when this game comes out. Another game I'm just super excited for. So yep, May 30th, definitely check that out. Now this one is definitely an odd pitch for me in a sense, but I'm actually somewhat excited for I'm most likely pronouncing this wrong, but Inazuma 11. I did play, I believe, the demo or beta a while back, and it actually did intrigue me. And just the fact of it being a soccer game, since I've gotten into Blue Lock and stuff, and seeing the little bit of gameplay that I did play made me interested to at least anticipate this. Now there still isn't, I believe at the start of this recording, that there's any release date for that game yet, but it's supposedly supposed to be coming out in June. So if you guys are a fan of soccer games, especially some of the anime ones, definitely check this one out too. Definitely seems like an interesting one. If I do pick it up, it's definitely something I definitely want to put on the channel. So yeah, that release date will definitely be released soon, so definitely look out for that game. Now, leading into the start of July 17th, we got Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact. Now, this is just another fighting game that I personally think I'm not going to be playing in like for such long periods of time, but it's a Hunter x Hunter fighting game. We haven't really seen any type of Hunter x Hunter game in any inkling, and just having some type of like, you know, fighter where it has the Hunter x Hunter theme is something I'm always gonna enjoy. And the gameplay doesn't seem like it's something I'm gonna get bored with or gonna get tired of. Definitely seems like there is certain intricacies in regards to it, and they have been slowly introducing new characters in the game. So I mean, I get the chance to play as some of my favorite characters, Killua, Hisoka, so definitely check that out when that comes out July 17th. Now leading into the end of August, we have on August 28th, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. Now, there's nothing much for me to say about Metal Gear Solid. If you are a fan of Metal Gear Solid, you're gonna pick up this game regardless, but just seeing the graphical upgrade and change within this game, and just thinking about the gameplay of Metal Gear Solid 5 and how it's going to be translated here, but just 10 times better, there's honestly nothing for me to say about this game. It's definitely a day one buy for me, 100%. I mean, I was still more of a fan of Metal Gear Solid 2 than 3, but I never got to fully beat 3, so this is definitely an opportunity for me to play it and beat it. But whew, this game is looking sexy, and I cannot wait to play this at the end of the summertime. So definitely check that out on August 28th. We have now Shinobi, which is, it sucks, but it's very unfortunate it's going to get overshadowed by Metal Gear Solid. But Shinobi is definitely a game I'm also interested as well too, with it being a 2D side scroller type of like hack and slash game. Definitely seems like it is on the Metroidvania kind of aspect in regards to like traversing from level to level, but I'm always a fan of games like this, so this is just another easy buy for me to grab. It just sucks that this is coming out August 29th, which is right after Metal Gear Solid, but for sure I'm still gonna pick this up and probably play this, you know, in between with Metal Gear Solid and everything. But yeah, definitely, if you guys are a fan of games like this, definitely pick it up, which is coming out August 29th. And here we have Hell Is Us, an action-adventure game set in a war-torn country. Now, I don't even need to know more about this story. Just by seeing simply the gameplay of this had intrigued me already. It seems so clean, so fresh. I like the concept and the ideas, and it seems like, in a funny, interesting way, it's giving me the same vibes as Naughty Dog's newest game, but I'm just liking any type of game when it comes to a character having a sword. But this game definitely seems like something that's up my alley. Another action adventure game that I'm just gonna sink my teeth in at the beginning of September. So just having this at the beginning of September and then Borderlands 4 at the end, it's just beautiful, beautiful. Borderlands 4. Now, it's been a while since I've played Borderlands. I think the last time I've played Borderlands was probably Borderlands 2 and not 3, but I have always loved the gameplay of Borderlands. I think it was just like the certain story changes and aspects I didn't like in the recent games, but I've heard good things in when it came to their last game. I think it was Tina's Terror or whatever the game was called. So Borderlands has always been a game that I've always wanted to get back into, and with them making a 4th installment, I'm definitely getting that day one, September 23rd. So if you guys are a Borderlands fan and you guys want to see me even stream that game possibly, definitely pick up that game that's coming out in September 23rd. Now, last but certainly not least is a story-driven game that's coming out in October 2nd, which is called Directive 8020. Now, there's not much that has been shown or talked about this game, but from my personal opinion, it comes off as a story-driven kind of like space adventure story, where it seems like there's going to be some type of alien invasion in regards to it invading their space station, and then having a kind of like, if you guys watch the movie, I think it's called The Thing, where the alien creature and stuff was able to morph and like morph into whatever like, you know, organism that, you know, it was able to capture and, you know, invade and all that stuff. Or I think it was able to copy it even just by seeing it, and it seems like this is working off of that similar concept. So just off of that, I'm more than interested. Will it be a day one buy for me? Who knows? But until we see more, especially gameplay of this, yeah, my opinions will definitely change over time. But that's coming out in October 2nd, so we got enough time for us to see more gameplays and everything. But that is it in regards to all the games where they have shown a release date for them. Now, I'm kind of just going to go quickly with some of these ones in regards to the games that haven't been released yet, in regards to the release date. But some of these games I will make separate videos on, just to, you know, dive more deeper into it. But at the start, we have GTA 6, Lies of P, the new DLC, Digimon Story Time Stranger, I believe that's the full name for it, Dying Light the Beast, who I've been excited for a new Dying Light game, Ghost of Yote, Little Nightmares 3, Mecha Break, just having another form of a Gundam type of game. Yeah, I definitely need to hop into the beta, but yeah, Mecha Break is definitely a game I'm super excited for. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Oh, you already know, if you're a Metroid Prime fan, you've been wanting to play a new Metroid Prime game. And just seeing how the fourth one's coming out, hopefully this year, yeah, I'll be excited for that. Ninja Gaiden 4. I still don't know if I'm gonna pick up the remaster version or remake of, I believe, the second or third game, but I am definitely excited for the fourth game. And The Wolf Among Us 2. I still need to beat the first one, but when this game gets released, I'm definitely gonna have a playthrough of the first game leading up to the second game. But that's all the games that I am anticipated for 2025. Now, the ones that are unannounced, they might not release this year. They might be get a release date for next year. But if they do come out this year, trust me, this year is going to be overfilled with content. So definitely look out for more gaming content in this channel, and definitely check out my Twitch in regards to, you know, seeing me live playing some of these games as well, to doing my recordings for my YouTube videos and stuff. But yeah, definitely appreciate you guys for checking out the video. You guys definitely have a great morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. And like always, gotta give thanks to our Father Yahuwah and His only begotten Son Yahusha. So you guys have a good rest of your time, and peace easy. Shalom.